Hello grade 10 students and welcome to our lesson. Our lesson today is about obesity and hormonal control. Let's start first by our objectives for today. By the end of the lesson, you as students should be able to first, determine the relation between body fat percentage and health status. Second, explain the role of hormones in regulating body weight. Our key term for today is obesity. Obesity is considered as one of the major health problems, especially in civilized societies. How can we measure obesity? There are many ways to measure obesity, but the most common way is using the body mass index or BMI, which we have explained last time, which can be calculated by dividing the weight in kilogram by square of height in meter. But is BMI an accurate way to measure obesity? BMI is not an accurate way or an accurate indicator since it cannot differentiate between fat mass and muscle mass. For instance, a bodybuilder or an athlete may have high BMI due to high muscle weight, so an athlete may have the same BMI as fat person. So before we go any further, let's first understand the meaning of obesity. Obesity is the excess fat in the body leading to body weight that is 20% more or above the ideal or healthy weight. If your body weight is 20% more than the ideal weight, you are considered as obese person. The body fat percentage gives an indication about health status of a person. Is there any other definition for obesity? Yes, obesity reflects the following. Energy intake exceeds energy expenditure. So, if you are obese, that is usually caused by the consumption of more calories than the body uses. These excess calories are stored in the body as fats. The following table determines the fat percentage in males and females at the age of 18 and its relationship with healthy weight. So if the fat percentage is less than or equals to 5 for males and less than or equals to 8 for females, this means that they are unhealthy or under fat. Whereas if the percentage is between 15 to 16 for males and 9 to 23 for females, this means that they are healthy but at the minimum level. While if the percentage is between 16 to 24 for males and 24 to 31 for females, this reflects that they are healthy at the maximum level. And if the fat percentage is more than or equal to 25 for males and more than or equal to 32 for females, so they are unhealthy and which is very high, and they may be considered as obese. Think, is the risk of obesity restricted to percentage of body fat? Obesity risk is not only restricted to increasing the percentage of body fat, but the distribution of fats in different locations of the body have different health consequences. Where does fat accumulate in the body? The fat mostly accumulates in the abdominal area of the body. Let's try this activity now. The objective of this activity is to estimate the total fat percentage in the abdominal area by measuring the waist circumference. The materials used are pencil, paper, and measuring tape. Procedure: measure your waist size by using the measuring tape. To measure your waist, put the tape around your waist and make sure it's not too tight Check the number on the tape and write the result. Then, classify yourself according to the following table. If the waist size is more than 90 cm for male, it's dangerous. If it is more than 80 cm for female, it's dangerous. Whereas, if it's more than 120 cm for male and more than 88 cm for female, this means that it is very dangerous and this person may be at risk of coronary diseases. After finishing the activity, answer the following questions. What advice would you give to the people who have a waist circumference of more than 88 cm in females and more than 102 cm in male? What causes obesity? Explain the following. An obese person is advised to eat fruits and vegetables. Hormonal control for body weight. Scientists discovered that many hormones regulate body weight. The body tissue and organs will secrete a hormone in the blood. Then these hormones will reach the brain through the blood and stimulate part of a brain controlling appetite to secrete nerve impulse, which will either causes us to feel hungry or influence satiety, which is the feeling or state of being full. Hormonal regulators of appetite. Appetite regulating hormones are of two types. We have appetite stimulating hormones and appetite inhibiting hormones. An example of appetite stimulating hormone is ghrelin, whereas an example of appetite inhibiting hormone, insulin, tyrosine, and leptin. So these hormones regulate our appetite by either stimulating our appetite and making us feel hungry, or reducing the appetite and give us the feeling of satiety. We are going now to focus on ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin and leptin have opposite effects to each other as follows. Leptin reduces appetite. That means it increases the feeling of fullness or satiety. Ghrelin increases appetite, which means it increases the feeling of hunger. So, if your body secretes leptin, your appetite is reduced. You don't want to eat more food because you will feel that you are full. Whereas if the ghrelin concentration increases in the body, this will give you the feeling of hunger. You want to eat more food. We will explain the mode of action of leptin and ghrelin hormones next lesson. Let's now do the assessment. Which of the following hormones is considered as appetite-reducing hormones? Tyrosine, insulin, leptin, or all of the above? All of the above. That's all for today. Thank you for listening.